Om Namo Bhagavate Ramakrishna for Seekers of God. Spiritual Talks of Mahapurush Swami Shivananda. Chapter number 28, episode number 52, pages 65 and 66. Be resigned to God. Nothing can be accomplished without God's grace is discussed in this episode. Place Belur Monastery. Time April 18th, 1929. It was about 5 in the afternoon. A monk saluted Mahapurushji, who inquired, "Well, do you have anything to ask?" He asked the monk this question because the monk seldom came at this hour. Monk: "Yes, Maharaj, yesterday I went to see Master Mahashay, Mahendranath Gupta. He spent much time telling us some of Sri Ramakrishna's teachings." Mahapurush Maharaj: he is a great devotee of the Master. Master Mahashay is a great devotee of Sri Ramakrishna. You would not hear of anything but Sri Ramakrishna from him. Monk: Maharaj, my mind is very much disturbed. I have not been able to do much spiritual practice. Time is passing fast. What will happen to me? Mahapurush Maharaj: my child, be resigned to God. Nothing can be accomplished without God's grace. Can man realize God by spiritual practice alone? If God reveals himself out of compassion, then alone can one realize him, otherwise not. Who is competent to reach him? How long can a man pursue spiritual practice? Say 2 hours, 4 hours, or at the most 8 hours. Not only that, it is the Lord who is responsible for the desire for spiritual practice. He is the fountain of all forces. Unless He is gracious and gives us the strength, how can we pursue spiritual practice? That is why I am stressing that you should be resigned to God. Fervently pray, "O Lord, be merciful to me." Then alone will God be merciful. It is mercy that counts. Mercy, mercy, kripa, kripa. Sri Ramakrishna used to say, one should say thou and thine and not I and mine. What can we do unless He graciously reveals Himself? Grace is what is necessary. Be gracious to us, O Lord. Monk: Maharaj, I can hardly pray. My mind is so restless. I find it hard to concentrate at times. Mahapurush Maharaj: no, you will have to pray, and pray very earnestly. Do not be depressed. Do not be disheartened. Be in a happy mood and pray. He will give you everything, my child, everything you want. There is nothing He will withhold from you. He will give you faith, renunciation, purity, discrimination, dispassion and all. Whatever He has, He will give you. He embodied Himself as man. That is, Sri Ramakrishna embodied Himself as man because He wanted to give you all these virtues. God embodied Himself as man, as Sri Ramakrishna, because He wanted to give you all these virtues. That is why He has brought you here and given you shelter in His order, in His Sangha. Do not think you are here as a result of your own efforts. Never for a moment cherish that idea. Out of compassion, He has drawn you all here. He is the very ocean of selfless compassion. My child, be resigned to Him. Everything will come in time. I say, you will have everything. He will fill you with devotion and faith. Saying this, Mahapurush Maharaj started singing, "Stay by yourself, O mind, why wander here and there? Look within in the inner chamber of your heart. Look within in the inner chamber of your heart, and you will find right there whatever you desire. You belong to the Master's fold. You have nothing to be afraid of. You belong to Sri Ramakrishna's fold. You have nothing to be afraid of. End of chapter 28. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Sri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.